People at home Googling or just know, London Diamond League a few years ago, same thing happened. And the St. Peter's. Come on, let's talk about this javelin, Hannah.
Yeah, there was a lot to unpick in the closing stages of the 5K, but this javelin, the talent that they've lined up here in Doha is just brilliant. There's so many winners over the years, so many plus 90-meter throws here, and the St. Peter's has managed that. And here, he's doing all right so far. Two-time world champion. Though, you said it already, Steve. Introducing this event, it's a sensation of the season. Over 92 metres in Rome.
Yeah, former cricketer, fast bowler, whose dad persuaded him. His family, his dad was a shot put discus thrower. Said, as good as he was at cricket, I think he. It might not mean a lot to him, but he 134 kilometres an hour as a 14-year-old. I mean, that's impressive. There's not many, but he went, no, I'm going to use that arm speed. And he's turned him into a javelin thrower, and yeah, amazing. And he's also getting coached now down in Australia, Council Lee Barber, former world champion. So they've got a kind of a mix of a coaching centre, which is working brilliantly. And you know, top of his game, best form, just amazing, absolutely amazing what he's doing. Just wonder what Chopra's kind of set himself up for here this evening.
Yeah, not an easy opener for Neeraj Chopra at all. Curtis Thompson, bronze medal in Tokyo. We have got the full podium here from Tokyo. Thompson, a wonderful day for him. Real punch through, I think, for the American. Lots of top eights, but to get onto that podium, it means so much to these athletes. He's doing okay this year. He's got an 85-30 from Ramona at Facilities, so known for its discus. And if you're going to kind of hate on following wins, then you probably can't enjoy the Doha Diamond League. We get a wonderful win behind these athletes. They've taken them to the other side of the track. And I was reading, what is it? You've got to throw higher. You go flat, the wind's going to punish you, it's not going to help. You've just got to change that angle ever so slightly. So the athletes will try and read the conditions.
Yeah, they kind of want to try and flow, but if you get the angle too high, it'll just stall. So, yeah, that angle, that's what they say they've been working on with the young Sri Lankan. Talking about young talent. Beautiful clearance, 2:24, first time for Matteo Scioli. Very, very good Italian. Knows that Barshim is a favourite, home soil, but it will definitely give him something to think about. And would love to win this here. I can't remember who I was talking to, I think it was last year, about what's a good age to have, when do you hit the peak? The sun would just keep go on and on. There was no answer to it.
Well, Ole Donishuk might be hitting his peak at 24 with a world indoor title. This is his first outdoor competition, so good to have a look at him here. I don't know, maybe he's saving a bit of pizzazz for a higher height, because he's looked a bit lackadaisical here in Doha. I do think each athlete's different. Some athletes will have to conserve some of that emotional energy. Donishuk, over 2:30 in his career. Fair enough, probably shouldn't celebrate at 2:24.
Yeah, still we hope early stages, but whittled down already a little bit in the high jump at the top end of the stadium. There's the winner of the 5,000 metres. A straight race, not unexpected that it would be slow in these conditions, but did Malene misjudge? Did she think 200 metres to go was the finish line? I mean, it looked that way, didn't it? Although there's nothing to suggest that, there's no equipment there that says that. Anyway, where the finish line, where she thought is now the start of the team.
It's a bit easier for these guys, just half a lap, I think they can get their heads around that. 12 and a half, a little bit mind-boggling, 33 degrees heat. Selepe Faisal of Botswana will go in lane 8, this year's African silver medalist. Very close to 20 seconds when he won the national championships in Botswana in 2008. Right up in the crowd. Ishe Charamba of Zimbabwe goes in lane 7, Olympic finalist. He's in his first pro season here. after finishing his NCAA career. New personal best at the Lone Star Grand Prix of 1988. Alexander Orgando takes lane 6 for the Dominican Republic. He's made every global final for the last 4 years, including 4th in Paris and 6th at last year's World Championships. Sinasifo Dambile will go in 5. He was 8th in that Tokyo final, but a big personal best to win the Kano Classic earlier this year in 1977. Shakna Traore, the Ivory Coast, goes in 4. He took gold at the African Championships, beating Faisal in lane 8. Renier Mena of Cuba goes in lane 7. In the top 15 all-time, thanks to a 1963 back in 2022. And 2 4th places so far this year in Stockholm and Oslo. Curry King is the season's best of 2024 in Gaborone as a warm-up to take in bronze in the mixed 4x1 with the USA. And the final athlete in lane 1, Robin Ganter of Germany, just won his 5th national championships after injuries ruined both 2024 and 2025 in the outdoor season. Great to see the German here and healthy. Alexander Orgando, his first Diamond League appearance of the year. He's been easing in on smaller competitions, just showing himself where he's going around that bend into the straight. He's going to get into his blocks in lane 6. A lot of talent in this race, a lot of opportunity for these men to pick up Diamond League points, world ranking points, and maybe a quick time. Meeting record 1967 from Kenny Benara. I think that might be all right. We'll see. See what the next 20 seconds brings. Got to run a good bend in the 200 metres. You've got to build that speed, that pace, and convert it into the straight. Dambile moving well here. He's got the advantage off the bend, but suddenly he's got a decent amount of company here. Chiramba closing hard in lane 7. Dambile holds on to it in the middle in lane 5. 1974. All right, they weren't too far off that meeting record. What a run from Dambile. Come up oh, there we go. It stayed as 1974 and briefly went a bit faster on my computer. But a lifetime best for the South African. Fantastic. Equal lifetime best for Chiramba and a plus 1.8. Brilliant. That's just what you want. Come to a windy venue, get it perfect. It looks like he expected that.
He ran really well against Lyles, didn't he? When you run a big 150 like that, when Lyles broke the world record in Ostrava, then you know that the pace is there. But he did put that good bend together you talked about. So did 1 or 2 others. But he's got the lead and he stays strong. You're right. The very tall Chiramba, who's like 6'3" or 6'4" or something, finishes better. Didn't get around the bend as well. But that's what a 200-meter race is. You've got to do all the elements really well, and he's done that in a way which. I'm with you, Anna. I wasn't expecting that. It's quick.
You know, we're looking at that replay there for Dambile. He looks so relaxed around the bend. He just let it happen. He didn't force it. Dambile takes the win 1974, Chiramba 1988, and Orgando, big season's best for him, 1996. 3 under 20 seconds in the men's 200.
Yeah, big 200-meter race. Very, very quick indeed. Karalis then, 6 meters to the pole vault. What a good competition that turned out to be as well. Second attempt. Well, the crowd were up. He looked up, but he gave it such a clatter on the way down. It was never going to stay there, was it? That all looks good. Look at the height he has, but he comes down on the bar. Look at that. Look at the clearance. What? Amazing. He comes in, look at him, he's kind of going, it's there, the frustration for him. Nielsen.
Great to see Nielsen attempting a bar in excess of 6 meters. Not quite. So many poorly timed injuries. What was it, a broken hand last year, then a groin strain. And good to see him back to full health and on count back. He is just ahead of Guttormsen. As Guttormsen will have another attempt here at 6:02.
I think he'll be really happy with these evening's work. I mean, this would be a big bonus. No. 5:92, season's best. Outdoors is great. Brilliant indoor season, and now starting to approach 6 meters outdoors as well. So well done to him. Didn't look great early on, did he? Got it back together.
So Carolis has won the competition on countback, and for his final jump, he's going to have a go at 6:07. No, nowhere near. And I think Carolis made some smart tactical decisions with those passes early on. He got the win on countback. I think perhaps the conditions just compounding that fatigue for Carolis, Nilsson and Guttormsen. Those 6:02 attempts were all looked pretty tired from those men.
That was all based on that second attempt at 6:02. I mean, it was phenomenal. Yeah. And he's thinking, well, you know, an adjustment, but wasn't able to make it, sadly for him. 400 coming up very, very soon. We'll be seeing Paulino for the first time in the Diamond League. There she is against Bukowiecka, you just saw. There's a movie been made about her life, which apparently is well worth watching. It's coming out on one of those streaming services that everybody knows about.
Paulino or Bukowiecka?
Paulino.
Oh, interesting.
Scioli in the high jump. Oh, that's good. Now, that's a few minutes ago, but bar's gone to 2:27. We haven't seen that much of Barshim, but he is still in this. But this man is asking the questions, isn't he, as he did in Rome. Looks unfazed by it all, doesn't he?
Really does, doesn't he? I mean, he's been very competitive on the age group level. You mentioned those age group championships. They are stressful, and they probably do prepare you for the arena of the Diamond League. Barshim, his first attempt at 2:27, very nice. When he's on form, the speed he's got, he's quite flat when he goes to the bar. He does arch, but not as much as some of his competitors. He just glides over it. He's got a decent scorecard, just the one failure at 2:24, and puts him behind Scioli.
Athletes, particularly disciplines, so much about rhythm and feel.
Months out with injury last year, wasn't it? 9 months or so. And it's hard. I think it's hard to go through your career when the scales have tipped. You're spending more time in pain, more time injured than not. Great to see him looking good tonight. Third attempt to join
those two for Doronchuk, the young Ukrainian. Never quite looked like he had that height in his grasp this evening, so 3 failures sends him on his way. But on countback he will, actually no, there was only 3 that cleared at 2:24, so 3rd place for Doronchuk tonight. Not too shabby. Competition here. I suppose none of them were quite sure what they were going to get from Barshim, but you should have expected him to do well here. So 2 men left.
Got to assume he's doing all right. Everyone just go and catch up with what's going on in the Javelin. Saw some pictures of Anderson Peters, Curtis Thompson. They're in 1st and 2nd at the moment. Neeraj Chopra is in 4th. Best so far. 82.77. Goes now round 3. It's going to improve, I think, for Chopra just over the 85-metre line. And he was quite honest, I think, in news articles in the past few months, saying he shouldn't have competed in Tokyo. He threw over 90 metres for the first time here, started his season off fantastically, and then pushed through pain to compete in Tokyo and set off a chain of injuries that have been incredibly disruptive. He's only been throwing for 6 weeks, and he asked the organisers here in Doha, like, just bear with me. If I can come, I'll come, and it was confirmed very late, so it's good to see him. And that 85.69, he does move up into 3rd.
It's on the far side. The women are out for the 1,500 metres. Soleil will be one of those hoping to go well here, but it will be her teammate, one of her teammates, that she'll be hoping to try and beat. Halom will be the favourite here, I think. Berke Halom. It's one of the Diamond Leagues, and but I think that was more to do with travel issues than anything else. Zanoni won the 2 Italians. Calais, who ran really well in Rabat. It wasn't a Diamond League race, but ran really well. Marquez, and great to see Geza Krauser here, the great steeplechase European champion and one of the best in the world for a long time. 32, 33 now, and stepping into the 1500 metre ranks here. So I think she's already run 4.4 this year, so it's going to be quicker than that today, but great to see her in this race. You. All present and correct, and away we go. 1500 metre women, 3 3/4 laps of the track. Pace is not an issue in this one because 1500, this warm weather will be a blessing. There's a little bit of breeze, as we said, down that back straight, but remember what we saw from Halom in Stockholm. Went out hard, too hard, but hung on. I thought, oh, will she learn something from that? Maybe not.
Well, then, I think I've said this over the season, that for me, Berke Hailum has spent so much of her career following other Ethiopian greats, kind of feeding off their pace, just following their lead. And she's at this stage now where she's got to step out of their shadow and have her own tactics. And I think she's still finding her feet. I think she's had some brilliant runs, and as you say, some slightly misjudged runs. And to be on the pace here, Berke Hailum, it's not a bad decision. It's okay. It's not going to be suicidally fast. And we've seen Hailum ahead of pacemakers, in the past. But she's settled in there, going through the first lap. Oh, that is quick, actually, isn't it?
Okay, if you're trying to run 3:52, I get it. Maybe that's in her head. She likes to do this, but it's a hard way to do it. She's going to get left out there on her own at some point. Backs herself to say, you're not going to be able to stay with me, I'm going to win this race. So there's 2 things at play. You've got to win, and she wants to run fast. So maybe she thinks the more times I do this, I'm going to hang out there at some point and get the big time, get the big drop. She started the season with 3:55, which is still the world lead. I think she was disappointing at the world indoors. She finished 5th, was having a good indoor season, and it's that racecraft that I still want to see. And you don't get racecraft by doing this, do you? I get it, Diamond League, win it, but chasing the lights, chasing a pacemaker for a little while. It's going to be quick through 800. What can she do now? Can she pick it up? Can she keep this going? You can see there the meeting record, 3:56.6.
Well, 63 for the second lap, still pretty good for Hailum, and there is a $5,000 bonus, isn't there, if you break a meeting record. Perhaps she thinks doesn't want to leave that money hanging out there, wants to have a go at getting it, and it looked like it was Kalayu and Berhe. The 2 after Berhe's just gone into second place, and those 2 Ethiopians there, they are getting caught by Zanoni. We could have one big pack behind Berke Hailum here.
She won her first Diamond League in the Dream Mile in 2023 in Oslo, and at that time she appeared to be the youngest ever winner of a Diamond League women's event at age 17. It has since transpired, and World Athletics Integrity Unit in March have taken away some of the records of some of the Ethiopians on an age basis, saying that they couldn't prove the ages were correct to offer those junior records. But nonetheless, she has run those times, whatever the correct age is. And here she is in the lead again. Sticking with the lights better here. Did slow down, as you said, and is still working hard. But this is better than we saw in Stockholm. Can she finish this off?
It's a brilliant run down the back straight here for Berke Hailum, and the race behind is fascinating. Zanoni's gone hard, got plenty of company. Geza Krauser trying to get involved, and Berhe almost took a break, and now she's coming back to try and beat the best of the rest. They're some 50 metres down though.
Yeah, lots of pushing and shoving going on behind there, trying to get themselves in the sprint for second, but that's all it is. It's a sprint for second. The lights are just beginning to go away from Halom again. She looks tired, but she's done better, much better than she did in Stockholm. It's not going to be a fast time again though. Look how tired she is, look how she's struggling down this last 50 metres, as the clock will probably tick beyond 4 minutes, maybe just under 59.91. And the sprint after that won by Berhe and Calais, coming through as well. So 1, 2, 3 for Ethiopia. Well, as I said, Hannah, keep doing it, but we've seen her run the 3:55 and kind of, I'm just kind of going, okay, just, she can win these races running them differently to this. But that's the way she likes to do it, so well done to her. And yeah, another good win. It's interesting, isn't it, for the rest of the field? I mean, you as a 1500 metre runner, you kind of go, we know what she's going to do, we'll sit off. But to be a bit braver, to go a bit quicker through 800, to be closer.
I mean, if you told a lot of those women it was going to be running 1 in 3:59.89, they wouldn't have let the leader run away with it, because they would have thought they were capable of close to 4 minutes, particularly Kalayu and Berhe. But that's part of the tactics. You Highland beat them emotionally, beat them mentally through those middle laps. At 61 and 62, they would have gone, no thanks, I can't start the race like this. And you're right, you need to have different tactics, you need to have multiple things to draw on. But tonight, I mean, back at Highland, it was a brave decision, and ultimately it did pay off.
Yeah, you know when you run almost 50 seconds for the last 300.
It's painful, isn't it? Another personal best.
Well, it's with better, and not to denude the field here, but with it comes up against better athletes, you can't keep running that.
And that's what I mean. That's where you've got to have some different tactics, and that was the right tactic for this field today in these conditions with that pacemaker.
Yeah, another win for how long? Just inside 4 minutes. Now back to the high jump.
Sioli, second attempt at 2:29. His lifetime best 2:30. Set that last year. Winning the European under-23s. Oh, it's not bad, is it? Not far off Sioli. Just him and Barshim attempting 2:29 that exit from Dodoshuk. So Sioli win in Rome over stiff competition, global medalists. And he's currently leading two-time Olympic champion and all the other world medalists.
So, for Barshim, he would love to get the win here in front of his home crowd, but he's got a competitor against him in Sioli, who's not going to give it up easily. Second attempt, 2:29. No, sailed into the bar there. Frustrated with himself. Look.
Once again, those weight runs you can see on the inside, the green weight run for DT record pace of 3 minutes 56.6, which you can see on the screen as well. The Brewers on the pace of this one,
He's just clutching his leg there, Barshim, as well. It wasn't, he looked like his old self at some of the earlier heights. With good clearances, good gap between the bar, and bouncing and fluent and flowing over it. That one just didn't look as, it wasn't a good attempt.
All right, this is the third attempt for Sioli. Yeah, I was just watching him there, because he's one of the things he said at the press conference yesterday was that I'm trying to work every day. I work out what is my reason to go train and what's my reason to compete. You sometimes see him in moments like that where he's just looking out and thinking, what do I do?
What did I say this morning over my coffee?
Well, what he's having to do, what you have to do, is to go better if this man clears here. Third attempt for the Italian Sioli.
Oh, it stays on.
Oh, it stays on. It stays on. A little clenched fist. He's a cool character, isn't he? He doesn't really give him much emotion away. And nearly you said earlier on, we're going to close up of him. I was going to say to Johanna, he's got the eyes, that kind of steely look. Not, some people are happy and smiling. Tamberi would come into that, but this guy's got that focus, hasn't he?
And he's not overawed by the occasion. I mean, maybe winning in Rome, yeah, that would have been emotional. I mean, such a big moment, and anything after that, it's just, okay, cool, if I can do that, I can do it again.
I think you just went to Barshim and then, go on, beat them. El Bakkali coming up with great men's steeplechase. He will be the favourite, could be what? We've got major championship medalists galore, and great young talent coming through in the steeplechase as well, so look out for that one.
Anderson Peters in the lead at the moment, 86.38, 30 centimetre season's best. Still fifth all time with his 93.07 from here back in 2022. what Peters has got here in round 4. Okay, it's going to be over 85 metres again. He could be pleased with this, Peters. The wins in Doha and Eugene were brilliant at the World Championships, either side of a really bad knee injury. And since then, I'm not sure there's been other injuries as such, but he has struggled for consistency. I think so. Budapest was a real kind of comeback. Sorry, Tokyo was a real comeback for so many of these men. Sean Walcott winning, Peters picking up the silver. Peters stays in first place with 86.38.
Curtis Thompson, the American. We're in the 4th round here, still not the big fireworks we were maybe hoping for, might have expected here. A little puff of chalk dust as he sets that javelin on his way. But he'll be disappointed again with that. Thompson, 85.99 in the very first round. That looks as though it will remain his best so far. Pretty good conditions. Was here last year, you know, when Chopra threw that 90 and then Julian Weber came through 91 and everyone went, delighted for Julian.